Hey, Martin Yeager. People want to know what my grandfather's like. Headstrong, to say the least. When he had his mindset on something, that's just the way it's going to be. He has to bend, shape, and reforge reality to fit what exactly he's saying, then damn it, that's going on. That's exactly what he'll do. It really was. He was my best friend growing up. My grandfather, yes. We were just so similar. Well, what they knew I would grow up to, and my dad still always say, you were just like my dad. I don't get all the whys, why you are that way, in other words. But you just are. He was a loving husband, to get into that part, that aspect. The correct term, that aspect, that happens to me a lot, where I'll think of the term and then the exact term that I should be using right after that. And work on it a little. Back to what I was saying, just going by. Let's see, what else? Yes, he got Alzheimer's and dementia when he got older. I thought it was a stress that he dealt with his whole life. He was in the Navy. And served his country with great pride and honor. And was a great asset to Sunday. He was a great asset to the Navy and to the government. What else about him? He was smart. Math's my forte. Geology was his forte. He wanted math to be my forte, and it's just the way it worked out. That in science is my math. That math is my forte. My dad's become more like him as he's gotten older, and that has its positive aspects. He's become more of a reader. That'll probably happen to me as well, but as I start getting older. I know not just me as a 50-year-old. It's just splice the DNA over. Plenty of people think that when they find I'm 50. But my dad's become more of a reader as he's gotten older and just more conservative. I'm not going to say any negative terms, but just more conservative. By all means, conservative away. Joking a little bit, but I'm actually pretty conservative. We tend to be in the family. Brother bleeding. It's fine if we have to take care of that group. But should we be taking care of them all? Can we figure out a plausible scheme on this one? I'm just teasing my brother. Oh, he's teasing his bleeding heart liberal. He's Democrat, so boy. Yes, my dad was adopted. I don't know where the hell he came from. But my grandfather used to say they possibly cloned me from him. Cloning was just becoming a term. I don't know what that word means. Apparently he's going to be president. Yes, he said that about me all the time. It's just not in the cards. People know where I will end up as a world leader. But back to my grandfather. He's a pretty good cook, but I left most of the cooking up to my Nana. He surprised me and cook every once in a while. Every once in a while. And then the three of us, my nana, my granddad, my granddad, would take me picking sandhill plums. There's sand in Kansas. And Nashville sand dunes. Plums growing them. Not everywhere, but in certain locations. And it's natural hydroponics that occurs. And what that means to someone who might not know, that means growing in sand. And the roots are in sand, and the stems above ground, and the plums, because there are these little branches coming off. You'd have to kind of get the plums out of the sand, ground sand. Ugh. But yeah, you actually have to dig out the plums a little bit. Usually most of them, but a few. Then we'd make jam, sandhill plum jam, which is one of my favorite treats, and that was actually my granddad's favorite treat as well. Yes, I know, family of mine, a little cayenne pepper. Just to form some molds and. But I've had a lot of it. It could be a good idea. Good idea why people can inform me of what I need to know at times. Let's just try by the try luck. But that goes with a lot of my grandfather. He actually liked using firearms in a collection. It wasn't that many, but it was just firearms he'd used at work. He was a deputy marshal. And it's actually deputy marshal during the Prohibition ages, or slightly after that. He was actually during in Dodge City, Kansas. And he told me it was back to shoot him up days. I don't want to go back to that. People would threaten him and fire at him. Or actually, firearms at him. Used as a weapon and fire at him. Which he said that it was fine when he was I'm too old for doing anything like that now. In that vicinity. I don't think I could be wrong, but I don't think they have deputy marshals anymore. It's just you have to be a marshal and that's it. I don't find out that fact. You know what? Oh, I can hear from the car stream. There's a few, so you can see me. Just how they prompted me. That's a lot of my granddad's life. Yes, he was in law enforcement. So the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You know, our family tends to skip a generation. And it's selective. Oh, my kids, probably at least one of them going to law enforcement. Just because it's a guy who bullied you. Who threatened you, bullied you, broke the law against where you're the victim. Correct myself. Broke the law where you're the victim. Any of those. And yeah, that's fine. Just our age jazz. That's about it. And yes, I know I have a big nose. Well, Lord and Savior had pre-studies with this, yes, he had a good section nose. Deal. Most, I think it's about 50% a prominent nose, so to speak. It's 40 or 50. People actually tell me that as they're driving by going, you're not telling me anything interesting or useful. Like you care less about that fact. You're just kind of there and I care less about that fact because yes, I know I have a big nose. I'm Jewish, what do you expect? But enough said. I'm gonna get off my channel. I talked a lot about my granddad, and hopefully my family gets involved and does the same on social media. Mark Union signing off. Thanks. Bye.